From the awful deepfake of Liam as Geralt to him being cancelled after his relationship drama with ex-wife Miley Cyrus, here's why The Witcher fans are pissed Liam Hemsworth will be replacing Henry Cavill. The fan-made deepfake was painful to watch. When Henry Cavill first announced that he would be laying down his medallion and his sword for Season 4 of Netflix's iconic show on October 29, 2022, fans were left heartbroken and shocked. But what surprised everyone even more was that the show wasn't getting cancelled, even though the legend who had been carrying the show on his back ever since it first came out in December 2019 was taking his leave. Apparently, despite Cavill's exit, the showmakers wanted to go ahead with telling the story of Geralt of Rivia, only he was going to have a brand new face going forward. That's right, the creators of the show decided to cast Liam Hemsworth to fill Henry's shoes. But fans immediately expressed their lack of faith in Liam's ability to pull it off. And so, to put things into perspective, the VFX artist Matthew Anthony created a deepfake video showing side-by-side comparisons of Cavill's actual portrayal of Geralt and the Liam Hemsworth version. In the video, we can see Geralt 2.0 chatting with characters like Ciri, Jaskier, and Vesemir, all the while showing off his Legolas-like hair. And that smoldering Geralt gaze we all know all too well by now. The only issue is that Liam's version was a little, well, let's just say it's a cringe-worthy watch. And fans picked up on this immediately. This made them dislike the whole idea even more. In fact, a lot of people expressed their outrage over the casting choice. While Henry was pretty civil about having Liam take his place, and he passed on the mantle with a kind of grace that you'd only expect from Superman, the 40-year-old wished Hemsworth good luck and expressed his excitement in seeing the fantastic actor take on the role of the White Wolf. And although Cavill made it clear that there was no bad blood between the two, the actor's fans were far less gracious in their reactions. In an exclusive RadioTimes.com poll, 66% of respondents said they didn't think Hemsworth was the right choice to continue the role. But the worst part for Liam was that this wasn't even the meanest of what the viewers said. Some fans believed that the show should just be cancelled. One person even went as far as to make a prophecy that The Witcher would end up being cancelled after the world sees what a disaster the show has become after Cavill's exit. A large chunk of the audience just announced that they're going to stop watching the show altogether. Their journey with The Witcher, apparently, ends with Henry. And get this, one person went as far as to call Liam a disappointment and a downgrade. That one must have stung, but not more than the countless memes that started doing the rounds on social media immediately after the announcement. But can we really blame the audience for losing it? After all, most people are of the view that no one can do The Witcher better than Mr. Henry Cavill. When Henry was first cast in the iconic role of the White Wolf, a lot of people had their fair share of doubts. But the veteran actor literally shut all his haters up with his power-packed portrayal of Geralt. It's safe to say that the show owes a lot of credit to Cavill for the fact that it's literally become one of the most viewed shows on Netflix of all time, and has even been nominated for 3 Emmys in just 2 seasons. For a lot of the 460 million plus viewers, the Enola Holmes actor was the soul of the show. He not only looked extremely hot in that rugged Witcher look, he also had a deeply personal connection with the character. You heard that correctly. Turns out, Cavill badgered his agents to let him meet with showrunner Lauren Schmidt-Hissrich, and apparently, he was so clingy about the whole thing that Hissrich even said she found him annoying. Boy, that's commitment. But turns out, the reason why he was so desperate for the role is that he's actually a pretty huge fan of the Polish fantasy writer Andrzej Sapkowski's original Witcher series, on which the show is based. So, getting the role was more of a fanboy thing for him. On top of this, Henry is known for being a gaming geek, and he spent a lot of his free hours just playing the game and understanding the characters. His love for the original lore is perhaps why fans want him to keep playing Geralt. But you'd be surprised to know that Cavill's obsession with the original text is precisely why he quit. When Henry first quit the show, a bunch of people came up with their own theories for this decision. Some people believed that the actor was dealing with scheduling conflicts since he agreed to revive his role as Superman. Others actually believed that Henry Cavill was the problem. Imagine that. Rumors suggested that Cavill was too much of a gamer bro, and the women on set were put off by his behavior. All this supposedly made him hard to work with, but it turns out the real reason why Cavill decided to drop the mic mid-show is the showrunner's lack of respect for the original lore. Yep, that's true. From what we've heard, Henry just couldn't digest the insane amount of changes the writers were making to the original plot. On top of this, many of the writers actually didn't even liked the book series and made fun of it. This obviously pissed our fanboy off, and he decided he just couldn't work with a team like that. And now that fans know the real reason why he left, they're even more upset about Liam replacing Cavill, especially because Liam probably isn't attached to the role in the same way. Perhaps that's exactly why the Australian hunk doesn't mind that the writers are toying with Geralt's character. Now, this is something that Mr. Red Underpants would never put up with, but his replacement is a little more, well, let's just say flexible. While on one hand, Henry made the writing staff his sworn enemy, Liam is perfectly chill with the fact that the writers are planning to give Geralt a character transformation. This is again them straying further from how it really was in the OG series. Lauren Schmidt literally admitted to this in an interview where she revealed that The Witcher is going to be a little different, and a little birdie tells us that a large chunk of this is Geralt's character giving up the morally neutral stance he'd taken so far in the show. Seems interesting, but only time will tell if Liam can pull it off. And again, fans don't have a lot of hope in him, and it's not just because they're obsessed with Henry, but also because he lacks the acting skills for the role. Not to sound mean, but let's face it, Liam's more known for being Miley Cyrus's ex-husband and Thor's younger brother than for his talent as an actor. Yeah, sure, he played Katniss's second love interest in The Hunger Games, but we all know Peeta won that one. While no one can deny that Liam is hot, he didn't really have many offers lined up since his last lukewarm film, Poker Face, which was released in 2022 and had really bad reviews, to the point that Glenn Kenny of RogerEbert.com literally gave it 2 stars. Now, it might seem like playing Geralt just means you gotta perfect that smolder face, but we all know there's much more emotional complexity to it. Fans really question if Liam has the skills to pull that off. But then again, even if he manages to nail it, he's still not a popular choice. Mostly because his drama with Miley Cyrus has really made people hate him. She really did come in like a wrecking ball and destroyed her ex-husband's good name. Miley split with Liam back in 2019, after being on and off for a whole decade. And then, when Miley released her latest song, Flowers, right before the actor's birthday, the song literally ranked #1 on Billboard for 8 weeks. This sucked for Liam, because the singer is throwing shade at him throughout the song, which quite literally made him seem like an awful husband. And from what we've heard, the couple divorced because Liam couldn't handle his wife's free spirit behavior and tried his best to control her. But Miley couldn't be tamed. Oh, and then there were the cheating rumors that suggested that Miley finally let go of her ex because he cheated on her with several women. And while these were all just little tidbits of gossip, none of this talk helped with Liam's popularity, especially with the ladies. Despite his stunning good looks, people genuinely just don't vibe with Liam as a person, and that's partly why they don't want to see him play their favorite character. And so, from his relationship drama with ex-wife Miley Cyrus to the awful deepfake version of Liam as Geralt, here's why Witcher fans are pissed Liam Hemsworth will be replacing Henry Cavill.